What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. So today, this is right before we go to the cookout. You see, I've got my hair ready. I'm ready to go. I'm going to show you 7 websites to invest $500 to $1,000 in real estate today. Many of you say, well, Eric, I don't want to own a whole house. I don't want to own a big property. I don't want to own and have maintenance fees and property management. I don't want to deal with all that. I just want to take my pocket cash and invest. Totally understand that. That makes sense. Some people do not want the headache, and that's okay. Now, when you have anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000, you should invest more in paper if you can. It's when you get to $15,000 to $25,000 that you have these. I could probably put this down on a house. I could put this down on a small house. I could put this down on a small duplex. Options start becoming greater as the amount of money you have on the side becomes greater. And also, you have the elderly or people who are just going to want to travel more. They don't want big houses that they may have to take care of or property management issues. They just want to be free of that. So let's skip over. I'm going to go ahead and share the page and show you guys the 7 websites I was talking about. So bear with me. All right. Well, let's start with a favorite I like talking about all the time, Fundrise. So Fundrise will pull up here. So we have Fundrise. And again, I told you guys about there's over 50 different real estate investment crowdfunding sites that are very, very popular. If you're a company wanting to, finance your project, it could take you a week to 3 weeks to be funded by these. So they are kind of hard money lenders, but on a smoother side. They're also private money lenders, and there's a way for you to invest. So let me turn down this volume real quick. Okay, so on here, if you go up here, we're going to go down. As you can see, Fundrise portfolio is doing way higher and better than a lot of people, but that's also because there's just more skin in the game. A lot of your local banks and also your private money lending, they just can't invest with this in many properties as Fundrise and other people can. So if you see here, Fundrise, it's a good way to have supplemental income, balance investing. You can compare it with other people, but on average, a lot of these sites you're going to get 8 to 12%. Now, many people are thinking, "No, Eric, I want to flip it. I want to have 20 and 50 and 30 grand." Really, we're just talking about 8 to 12%, which is consistent, helps you beat inflation. And here, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it has a all new starter portfolio. So $500 minimum. That's Fundrise used to be $1,000, used to be more than $1,000. Now it's $500 minimum, 0 advisory fees till December. And you kind of can say, 90 days, if it doesn't do what I think it should do, it doesn't give me the results I'd like, then I'm out. So you have, technically their products are REITs and e-funds. And the difference is, it's just a direct access to investing in properties, completely direct to investor, passive income. It goes all across the United States. It's good stuff. So definitely check this one out. This one is Fundrise. I think you guys will like this one. Kind of get you, there's some fees here. This one says, of course, a minimum of $1,000. But again, right now they have an intro level of $500, right? So your distributions are paid out quarterly. So what does that mean? That means, let's say it makes 8 to 12%. Well, you'll make that money every 90 days, right? Every 90 days, you'll get a payout. Well, tax documents, so they'll give you your 1099 dividend form that you can show, hey, I'm making money, to a bank if you want to apply for things, and also for tax reporting purposes. Okay. The next one is going to be REIT.com website. Why am I picking this website? Because I actually want you guys to read, learn, invest, and choose for yourself. Like, I don't want you to just take my word on it. I want you to actually go look at it for yourself and decide if this works best for you. And so for here, we're going to go down. It tells you what is REIT, why invest in REITs, what is an equity, what is a mortgage one, right? So it's giving you all these different options. Now, it's showing you just the numbers, lots of different good numbers here. I always go, if you want to go over here, oops, sorry, you go investing. Let's see if it'll pull it up what I'm looking for. Let's see here. So they have, let's go over here. Let's see if it'll let me pull it up. Essentially, they have timber. They have land. I mean, you can go with just about any one of these. If you go over here, list of REIT funds, REITs in interest rates, private RIT funds, non-listed. I mean, you've got the gambit over here. You can definitely go check any of these out on your own. I just want you guys to do a combination of not just listening when I say, but actually taking it and looking at it for yourself. Like, go on here, find something that you like, find ones that fit your criteria. You can go on Yahoo Finance and find those out. But it just gives you that opportunity to go, all right, I like these numbers, or I don't. So REIT.com. Guys, go crazy on there. Good fun stuff. All right, hop back over to an investment site. We got Realty Mogul. Realty Mogul, however you want to say it. Basically, they're around that $1,000 mark. Now, why do I keep talking about $1,000? Because sometimes a lot of people get a lump sum. They'll have a car accident, they'll have their tax refund, they just have a lump sum come in of around $1,000 to $3,000, and they're like, Eric, I want to flip this money. And I go, baby, that's just not enough money to flip. It's enough money to put in a small business and start growing that small business on the side. But as far as making good sound investment, I think these are 7 websites I've chosen to make you good sound investment for your $1,000, right? So Fundrise was $500. They have a starter level. Realty Mogul has you can come in at $1,000, right? So these are just investments that you get paid, you reap the rewards, we distribute the income from your investments. You can see that all on the site here. Now look at some of the buildings they're investing. They're investing $2 million in an office park, $1 million into a multifamily, another $1 million into an industrial park. Why are these important? Because it shows you the different opportunities. Now, are some of these projects going to get 12%, 15%? Of course. But they want to have that open and honest dialogue and say 8% starting minimum to give you some differences. Alvin says you need at least a double-digit return per year. Alvin, if you're not investing your money at all, you're already losing 33%. So whenever people say, well, I need to have super big returns. Well, I would say go direct to investment in the real estate if you want double-digit returns. Go direct to private money lender. So these are examples. You're a part of a private money lender, but not the highest level, if that makes sense. So we're going to flip it here. Because again, you see another office property. This one's in San Antonio. This one's in Chicago. That one's in Indianapolis. So I've actually went on these sites and tried to see if I could actually qualify for a loan. It's actually quite quick. It's as long as you have the property under contract, you have all the documents they need, they get moving quick. So even if you're on the flip side, if you actually start getting to a point where you have a lot of income and you want to invest in a property, or you can get financing. If you look up here at the top, commercial loans, equity capital for real estate companies. Of course, when it says real estate companies, it means LLC, a different, group. You want to show that you're a legit company. But again, realtymogul.com. Can't show you that access because I'm not going to log in from you guys on here. I'm just not going to do that. All right. So next one. This is just a smaller site to give you an example of what some of the local guys will look like. Not always the super big ones, but the local guys. So this one is a company out of Virginia, Stamford, Virginia. And so they have opportunities for people as little as $1,000, right? We collect the returns generated from your investment and pay any expenses. You reap the rewards, right? Again, it's a very simple model. Here you go. Go home. Go to their homepage, but it's Sky Homes. But this one is PCSinvestme.com, right? So you've seen this before. You've seen, we'll buy it today, want to sell your house, right? So on the front end of their website, they're getting people in as leads, right? They're getting them in. We close within 10 days. Now, how do they close within 10 days? It's from you, the investor, investing, and not just one person being on the hook, but multiple people being into the pool of money and getting percentages of the opportunity. So again, they give you a little spill why real estate and, equity, high cash yield, leverage, hard assets, tax advantage, 1099, it fits all those criteria, right? Not stocks, bonds, and cash don't always fit all those criteria. So it says basically you invest with them for 1 to 2 years and they give you back the return of your original capital. So basically this company is probably working with a lot of private money lending where, some guy is like, hey, I need 6 months to be able to refinance, work on the project and refinance. Well, they're telling you 1 to 2 years to give him that wiggle room and also let your money work for you, right? They're going to still make sure you make plenty of income. So as you see their little chart they have, investors, they're doing all the numbers. I like it. So their average returns are 8% to 15%. So, do what you will. Like when I see these sites, let's say I had 10 grand. I wouldn't lump sum 10 grand into one site. I'd spread out 1,000 across 2 or 3 sites. It would be much simpler. Just in case you have a dud, or just in case you have a company you don't like their communication techniques, you don't like how they handle things, you didn't have all your lump sum in one spot. Okay, so this is a kind of different. This is going to be real estate bonds. I had someone ask me about it earlier, and I just wanted to touch base on it again. This company is KW Corp. This is hard to say for me, but essentially they help people who are on fixed incomes manage their bonds. Now, do you have to be a fixed income older person to do this? No, you do not. It's open to everybody, but they charge a fee about $7.50 per bond, or a minimum of 150 upon transaction. So why is that important? Because a lot of times people who are in this age group they're transferring 10 grand or more. But you can start with low numbers. You don't have to start with that high. You can buy the bond for whatever it's worth. You also have the bond search, shop for bonds. You can do precious metals. They have a whole little precious metal site on here. I'm not going to go on that, but I think it's very important for you to look at this site for yourself and check that out, because that would make the video go in a whole nother direction. But basically, you can shop for real estate bonds here, and it's a good site. So look down here. Some people are like, minimum order size is 150 bucks. Not going to break you, right? So not super high numbers, but good investment for some folks. Again, precious metal site. If you go click on there, you see if it'll let me do it. It's going to let me, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, it's just giving you some examples of their simple products, what they have. Again, I like silver.com way much better, but always something to look at. All right, so here's another company, smaller. It's All Rise, right? So that's their name, All Rise Financial Group. And we click onto the front of their page. Let's get all the way back to the front and get over there. Let's see. All right, with All Rise, we rise together. You knew that had to be their slogan. So you have the choice of investing or borrowing, right? So 8.95% competitive rates. You're more than just your FICO score. You're averaging returns, or they're saying it's 7%, but it can be anywhere from 7 to 15%. So they've done 162 million in successful loans. They have 169 happy borrowers, right? So what does that tell you? That tells you can get in here and you can get a property from these companies. And so a lot of times when people ask me about financial groups, sometimes financial groups is 10 people starting websites and funds like this and marketing to people like you and me and everyone who puts their $1,000 in. If you got 1,000 to 10,000 of us putting 1,000 in, it's a big deal. They fund in 4 different countries. So I see, I don't know how to say your name. Can these be accessed from the UK? Some of these can, some of these cannot. This is a company I think would. They fund in 4 different countries. So here's the application process. They try to fund you within days. It's good stuff. Now, if you want to invest, it just gives you all these different answers here. I want you to definitely go check it out. I don't want to just show you the website. I want you to go check it out. Click on, you have the invest link. Click on the invest. All right, you start down, you skip down. 5 steps from earning 8%. Again, you can create an investor account. Once you've established, they read your documents, they make sure you read everything and you checked over stuff. Then you can start funding your account. So, it's very interesting. So get paid at the end of the investment period. You'll be able to take your distribution of your original principal and all accrued interest. So let's say it gave you, let's say you put $1,000 in and it gave you 12% interest. That's 120 bucks. Now maybe you'll say, well, that's all, Erica, 120 bucks. Yeah, you just have to compound that, right? Imagine if it was 300,000, then that would be $36,000 you made at the end of this investment period. So things like that you have to look at. Again, this is for people who are just starting, and you want us to put 1,000 here or there, right? So it just talks about different ways, different ways. So listen, here's the last one: diversify, fund, whatever. My lips don't work. This coffee, I need some more coffee. So real estate investments made simple. So this is around $5,000. Becoming an investor, their spot is a little bit higher, but again, some of you may be in that place. So you create a free account, you browse some of the investment opportunities and start investing online. It's just showing you here one of the recently funded projects. It looks like, I'm going to play the video a little bit. 18%. The investment term was 24 months. It's a good return. But imagine if you every month were putting away a certain percentage of your money and getting that. So that's their CEO talking. That's some video. Again, they look like what you think they would look like. Investor guys who pick up the phone and make calls. You know, there's opportunity there, both sides. So that's something they invested in. Again, more investments. You click on the button, get more information for you. Again, create your free account. You know, the world's at your fingertips. Again, I really strongly go back to REIT.com. Give you some options, give you some choices. You can find many more options than I would like to just pinpoint out. So you guys got this. Tell me some of your feedback. Message me. Let me know if you found anything that fit your fund that you want to invest in, or it fits some of your portfolio. Again, right here, if you click on fund by category, you can start separating them if you want. Like if you go over here to on your left, it says filter by fund category. There you go. Filter by Morningstar rating. Who's got these good ratings is important. So even here, you can go ratings high to low, right? You know, who'd want to invest in a low fund? I don't know. Everybody has their choices. But you get good choices there. You see you got all kinds of information. You know, gives you returns. I mean, it's good stuff on here. So I hope any of this helped you guys. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go get me some cookout food. You guys have been awesome. Again, you know, check the video again if you want to, you know, go